Hello everyone and welcome to today's video where I'll be discussing Marvel's Spider-Man 2 recent gameplay Sony presentation. There have been numerous leaks surrounding this game, and we're here to summarize the top 5 features that have been revealed so far. But before we dive into the content, if you are new here, I want to extend a warm welcome to you. Thank you for dropping by and taking the time to watch this video. If you like the content I am producing, I would really appreciate it if you consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I promise to deliver high-quality content that will keep you engaged and entertained. Whether you are a long-time subscriber or a new viewer, you are valued and appreciated. So, thank you for your support. Now, let's start the video. First off, let's talk about the storyline of the game. As per the leaked plot, the game will start with a cinematic sequence where Miles Morales and Peter Parker will team up to battle a common enemy. This is a significant shift from the previous game, where we saw Miles as a side character. This time around, we will get to play as Miles right from the beginning, and he will be an integral part of the game. Another exciting feature of the game is the possibility of getting the chance to play as Venom. This is something that I have been waiting for ever since the first game was released. The leak suggests that Venom will play a crucial role in the storyline. The game may also feature a choice-based system, allowing you to choose between different paths and outcomes. It seems that we will be seeing a much larger map in Spider-Man 2. We already know that the game will feature both New York and Brooklyn, but it has been rumored that other areas, such as Queens and the suburbs, will be playable as well. This means that players will have even more areas to explore, and the game will feel even more expansive. Moving on to the gameplay mechanics, the game will see significant improvements over its predecessor. One of the most significant improvements will be in the traversal system. The game will feature an enhanced web-slinging system, which will feel more realistic and intuitive. You will have more control over the movement of Peter and Miles, making the game feel more immersive than ever before. They've also added new gadgets to Peter and Miles' arsenal. The leak suggests that Peter will get a new grappling hook, which will help him swing across vast distances. The game will also introduce new suits with unique abilities and upgrades. Speaking of suits, the game will include some fan-favorite costumes from the comics and movies. One of the most anticipated costumes is the black suit from the Spider-Man 3 movie. The game may also feature a new suit inspired by the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home movie. Finally, the game will introduce a new multiplayer mode, allowing players to team up and take on missions together. This mode will feature co-op gameplay, where players will have to work together to complete different objectives. The leak suggests that the multiplayer mode will be entirely separate from the game's main story, allowing players to enjoy the game in both single-player and multiplayer modes. The game is set to feature a brand new combat system. This will be much more fluid and dynamic than the combat in the first game, allowing for even more creative ways to take down enemies. It has also been suggested that players will have more gadgets and suits to choose from, adding even more customization to the game. And also, it appears that Insomniac Games, the developers of the much-loved Spider-Man video game, are teasing the implementation of a new and improved dialogue system for the sequel. The dialogue system in question was first mentioned by James Stevenson, the community director for Insomniac Games, in an interview with Game Informer. He stated that the team has been working on a very cool system and that he was really excited about it. Now, this news has received a lot of attention from fans of the first game, and for good reason. The original Spider-Man game was already praised for its immersive and engaging gameplay, and if the developers can improve upon that, then we are in for a real treat. So, what exactly could this new dialogue system entail? Well, we don't have any solid details as of yet, but we can speculate based on what we know about the first game and Insomniac's previous work. Firstly, it's worth noting that dialogue and story have always been a significant part of the Spider-Man character. From the wisecracking quips to the deep emotional moments, Spider-Man's stories have always been able to captivate audiences, and this was certainly true in the first game. The developers at Insomniac were able to craft an engaging story that elevated the already fantastic gameplay to new heights. With this in mind, it's safe to assume that the new dialogue system will continue to focus on storytelling. Perhaps we can expect even more dynamic and engaging conversations, deeper character development, and choices that will affect the story's outcome. Another possibility is that the dialogue system will be more interactive. The first game already had some excellent dialogue moments that allowed players to make choices and interact with the story and characters, such as the conversation with Dr. Octavius or Mary Jane. However, there is always room for improvement, and we could see even more dynamic dialogue sequences that put the player in control. With the game's potential release still far away, we can only imagine the possibilities. However, it's clear that this new dialogue system has the potential to elevate the already fantastic gameplay even further. The first Spider-Man game was already a visual and technical masterpiece, and the addition of a new and improved storytelling system could make the sequel even more impressive. It's worth noting that Insomniac has a great track record when it comes to storytelling and character development. The original Spider-Man game was able to not only entertain players but also connect with them emotionally. The relationship between Peter Parker and Mary Jane was a highlight for many players, and the villains were brought to life in a way that we haven't seen in other games. If this new dialogue system is half as engaging as what we saw in the first game, we are in for a real treat. Insomniac has proven time and time again that they can create immersive game worlds, and the addition of deeper character development and storylines could take the sequel to new heights. It's also worth noting that dialogue choices are becoming increasingly popular in modern gaming. Players want to feel immersed in the game world and storyline, and having the ability to make choices that affect the outcome is a great way to achieve that.
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
We can see this trend in games such as The Witcher and Mass Effect, where dialogue choices and character development play an essential role. It's possible that Insomniac is taking inspiration from these games and implementing a similar system for Spider-Man 2. In conclusion, the news about Insomniac's new dialogue system is exciting and promising. While we don't have any solid details yet, we can speculate based on what we know about the first game and Insomniac's previous work. If the new system is half as immersive as what we saw in the first game, we are in for a real treat. Insomniac has a great track record when it comes to storytelling and character development, and the implementation of a more interactive and engaging dialogue system could take the sequel to new heights.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker.
Overall, we can't wait to see what Insomniac has in store for us with Spider-Man 2. Until then, we'll eagerly await any further announcements and continue to speculate about what's to come. That's all in today's video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting gaming-related contents.
No. He's never like that.